Hello, my love bugs. Welcome back to Beagle Tarot. It's myself and Miss Penelope Rose. We are here to do Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. Penelope, tell the people. Hello.
It's the lady Penelope Rose. Hello.
All right. So before we start with this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are not subscribed, we ask you to please and thank you. Also, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and metaphysical science cannot be proven as of yet. Now, let me tell you what caused this reading. I woke up, remember I told you I woke up and I swore that I seen it on my TV, but it wasn't on my TV. That was just me. That was just me. Right. And I was in somewhere else. So that I got a little bit curious, and then I had watched the video, and I had sent it. Matter of fact, I didn't send it. I showed Penelope this video. I think she was on Entertainment Tonight or one of those places, and she was doing an interview. She kept on squishing her hair up, and then looking funny, blinking a lot, looking over like unsure energy. Then I looked at him, and when they said they had news to break at the top of the year, the smile wasn't genuine from him. And then when whoever was interviewing him asked to see the ring, the way she put it up, she did not want to bring that ring out at that time. And she blinked so many darn times and kept on looking. I said, something ain't right. Something is not right. I had told Penelope I would not be surprised if he's knocking her head in between the washers and dryers. That's not funny. But that's what type of energy I get from him. That like he will drag you through the floor. So my babies, Penelope and myself had told you that we're going to start using the archetype cards in the beginning of our readings. So we're going to check into Megangood's archetype and um, Jonathan Majors archetype. We know his mold, his patterns, and ways ain't nothing good about him. All right, Mama, you ready? All right. Jonathan, you want to start with Jonathan or Megan? You pick, because like I said, I always go first.
Ooh. Jonathan, let's start with him.
Okay. Jonathan Majors. What is his archetype? We're going one or two.
I just pulled out one for each one of them, so I have both their archetypes on the table.
Okay. You can start with yours first, babe, while I'm still going.
Okay, so I have the animal for Jonathan Taylor and the dead end for Megangood. Let's see. Okay, so in the light aspect of Jonathan, he would be vital, elemental, alive, and daringness. When he's in the dark, savagery, pent up emotions, lashing out.
Wow. All right. So I have the one for him. And I'm getting into it, my babies. All right. The one. No duality. One love. When in light serves, loves, accepts, resonates. When in dark, ignores, omits, excludes. This man doesn't take any accountability for anything that he does. It's always somebody else's fault. When he's in love, he's in love. But I also pick up that sometimes it happen, my babies, downloads will start coming in. When he's in love, he loves hard. But that's also his property. He doesn't want nobody touching his property. Um,
That's that narcissist. energy because he's a narcissist.
Go ahead, Mama, because a whole bunch of stuff is coming through, and I'm just going to wait because I don't want to unload it because they'll be like, "Wait a minute, Poison Ivy, slow down."
Okay, so let's break down the animal first before we get to Megan's card. The animal will always be primal.
Mm-hmm.
You will always be, in some ways, savage, like a wild dog, a wolf, or a bear. That type of energy, and he holds stuff in because he doesn't know how to regulate his own emotions. And when Lady Vigo said that he's knocking Megan head between the washer, the refrigerator, and the dryer, trust me, her head is stuck in between one of those three things because this is his MO. You cannot get me to believe that he ain't beating on Megan good. You cannot. And Megan is such a beautiful spirit. It seems like she just been played all her life because people don't see the depthness of her. They just take what they see physically.
Uh-huh.
But to know the real Megan is to know somebody that's a sweetheart
Mm-hmm.
and that will back you and will be there for you, which is part of her downfall.
Yep, that's why I got this.
Because, yep,
The vow.
she's trying to build this man up
Build a bear.
who hadn't even built his own self up.
No.
So I really feel bad for Megan in this type of situation because she can do so much better.
I don't. You wanna know why?
You don't?
No, I don't feel I don't feel bad for her because um women go into certain relationships thinking that they can change a man, or it's me, he won't do to me what he did to XYZ. And let me tell you, that could be the furthest from the truth. Now, it may not start immediately, but in due time, a zebra never changes spots and a leopard never changes either. So in time, that person is always going to take their mask off. You cannot change somebody after they've been a certain way. Now, you could hope, wish you could try to turn them into going certain ways, but ultimately it's up to them. Somebody with him with the one type energy in the dark and he ignores, he's very, very stubborn. It's more of what he wants, what he needs. You cannot change people who are selfish. With Megan, I do pick up a lot of selflessness from her, but it's more of I can change him. He'll do better. I believe.
And
So,
maybe that's why I kind of feel sorry for her because she's in that mode. Exactly what you just said. And I wouldn't say that she doesn't know better, but she doesn't know better. You know,
got it.
it's like she's always in a situation that someone didn't value her. And although she's a beautiful lady, she's a beautiful woman, she doesn't value her own self. She doesn't really know what her worth is and what is deserving of her. And this relationship is not deserving of her. Um, a lot of us seek validation from outside sources, but the validation has to come within you. And once the validation for yourself comes within you, maybe the right partner or the right situation will find you instead of you finding it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You want to go with Megan's card?
Okay, so for Megan, I got the dead end. Wow. So in the upright, in the light, is acceptance, humility, relief, reverence, and change. In the dark is irate, stuckness, tension, unconscious rippling. She's kind of bouncing between light and dark. Um, in this situation, hopefully, eventually, she will find her balance because we all have a balance of light and darkness anyway. But in the light, she's more accepting. Maybe that's why she accepted this man. And like you said, thinking that she can change the man in the situation. So she took this upon herself as a challenge
Yeah.
to see.
When this
Yeah.
came out, it came out sideways. So, like you said, she's in between light and dark. You're absolutely right.
Right. So she had to find her balance up in there because right now she's not balanced. And she's willing to change. If she finds something or you bring something to her that's not right within her, just by outside observation or anything, she's the type that takes constructive criticism well.
Right.
Depending on how you deliver it, because sometimes we can be brutal when we deliver constructive criticism.
I feel like when with the criticism, it either makes her or break her, but she tends to make herself better with her criticism. She actually likes criticism because.
So let's go to her darkness,
Go ahead.
stuckness, tension, unconscious grappling. That's what she's dealing with now with this man right here. When I didn't even know who Jonathan Major was. How I found out about him was an old friend telling me about them and him beating up on his ex-girlfriend or whatever. And I just happened to run across a picture between him and Megan. When I saw that picture of him in that wrinkled ass brown suit that he had on and Megangood looking good, but this is the part that caught me. We used to see Megangood with her shoulders back, her head high, but in this picture she was looking at the floor. And I didn't even know what type of situation he was in. And I told my friend, I said, he beat Megan ass. And she was like, well, how did you come up with that? I said, look at the picture.
Yeah.
When have we ever seen Megangood looking down at the ground?
Mm-hmm.
So she's stuck now. She can't get rid of it. She's stuck like Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a good thing for her.
Not at all. So I have the vow for her, but it came in sideways. So like Penelope said, she's in between both sides, light and dark. With the vow, it's the promise, the oath, the contract. I feel like when she comes in, right, and she says, I'm yours, you're mine. That's her contract. She makes an oath, a promise that she's going to be with you through thick and thin. And this woman will ride with you till the wheels fall off. She will hold on for dear life, right? So let's talk about wind light. Bearing witness to the shift towards destiny. What is she trying to do? She's trying to bring him toward, like, people see him in a good light, shifts him to being on a higher level, a higher vibration than what he was on when she first got with him. I also pick up that Megan was talking to him before he was out of this relationship. I'm picking on it very heavy and very, very strong. Again, like I said, I can change him. He'll do better. It won't be me. So when in dark, unconscious vows, like she's saying things. Now let me tell you, she is aware, but it's like she's not aware of the demon that she's playing with, the things that he is capable of, right? Unkept promises. Now I feel like she does make a lot of promises, right? And that's how things start getting shifty and your head gets knocked in between washers and dryers because you said you would do XYZ, but I had to go produce this movie or be on this set for something, right? And what do people get upset about? Unkept promises, which leads to messy karma, the breaks of her relationships, which she's trying to hold on to this relationship strong. One, he's a woman beater. Well, accused, allegedly, we was not there, but you know what myself and Penelope just told you. Two, I want everybody to see him in a good, and look at what happened in my last marriage. It broke up. She was the first lady, right? So she does not want that. So like I said, she's going to ride this to the wheels turn, which is actually you riding the wheels that can hurt you more than help you because you're trying to hold on tight and prove people wrong.
Yeah, but Lady Vito, I kind of feeling that Megan has a good support system around her, telling her that this is not the guy, this is not the energy. But it brings me back to an old friend of mine who said that her dad told her the same thing about her husband, but she wanted to prove everybody wrong, that they was wrong about the situation. This is what I'm feeling from Megan. People are telling her, look, this dude is no good.
Okay.
But she wants to prove them wrong.
Yeah, she does.
That's why we're reading what we're reading now, because she want to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like we, myself and Penelope, go over for these people to come up. We have conversations on certain things that we pick up before we do the readings. Okay. Um, like I said, I don't have sympathy for her. I say this, I have empathy for her. Because I can't.
Maybe not for her, but for the situation. Because a lot of people can find themselves in that same type of situation.
Absolutely.
So it might not be directly towards her, but being in a situation like that, being stuck between a rock and a hard place, you
right.
know.
Right.
And her wanting to prove people wrong that this man is good and that she's finally gonna have that ever, what is that, forever after?
Yeah, happily ever after.
Type of thing, right. So I agree with you on the standpoint that you don't feel sorry for her particular, just her. So I can agree with it.
Now let me tell you something. A lot of women get into these relationships, and ladies, let me tell you, it's never okay for anybody to put their hands on you. Never okay whatsoever. Nobody can ever get me to feel any way different because wrong is wrong. I know sometimes you have some women who believe if he hits me, he loves me, but that's not true. Somebody who hits you does not love you. Also, I'm picking up isolation for her. Like he's control, but first he has to isolate her.
That's you right. The first thing that causes abuse is the isolation. Once they isolate you from your friends and your family, if you're not out by then, you're gonna get sucked into a whole whirlwind of abuse on all type of levels.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now, and this doesn't have anything to say with Megangood. To any of my ladies who knows who you going through domestic violence or situations where, because abuse is not just always physical; it's mental also. Listen.
And not to interrupt you on there, but some people say that the mental abuse is way worse than the physical because, eventually the bruise will heal, the black eye will heal. Yeah. But that emotional abuse, PTSD come behind it, all type of triggers and issues come behind it. So you are very much right when you said that.
Let me tell you, to all my ladies, if anybody, and let me tell you, myself, if you reach out to myself or you reach out to Penelope, you need that ear. Just know that ear to listen to, that guidance. I offer myself to you. Nobody will know your business. Let me tell you, we will guide you out the hole if you need to get out and you just don't know which way to go. Because, like I said, it's never okay for anybody. And also, there's men out there that's getting their heads knocked in between washers and dryers because the woman is more masculine and taking care of the bills. It's not okay either, man. Like I said, I put my email out there is bigotero921@gmail.com. Like I said, anything you say will not be spoken to anybody. What's said between us is between us and nobody else. Because everybody needs somebody that they can talk to and need that ear. It's not to judge you, but to guide you, to let you know that you could do better and you're worth better.
You know what, Lady Vito, I thought of something funny. It's not funny, but to bring you back, you remember in what love got to do with it when they was in the diner and I stabbed a friend and the friend said, "It's not okay to let a motherfucker beat on it."
Yes. Yes.
Now, I'm not making light of the situation, but that is the first thing that popped in my head. It is not all right to let nobody beat on you, regardless of who you are. It's not all right. It's not okay. It is not acceptable, period.
Absolutely. All right. So, what did I say? We're starting with the T. You must see the energy.
Yeah, the T first.
All right. Who are we going into first? Megan or Jay-Z's brother?
I guess since we started out with his energy.
Start off with Megan. All right. So let's see what's the energy around Megan in this relationship. Girl, what's the energy? Oh, I got 4 cards and it tells it all.
My first one tells oh shit the story too.
Listen, I'll tell you what I had, my loves. I had the first card that came out is ain't shit. Caught a case, sexual infection, sexual disease, rash, etc. Always partying and broke ass. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo,
Okay,
hoo.
so I have given money, played out, ain't shit, wants you back.
Now, listen, what I'm picking up on ain't shit with Megangood is I'm picking up that it's a lot of people and family members that feel like this man is not shit and they do not like, but we're going to get some clarification. How does Megan's family feel about Jonathan Majors? All right, so let me say this. I have the Five of Wands in reverse, and I have the Ace of Swords, right? So the family, they do not care for him at all. They don't care for him. They feel like she put on her cape and came in like Super Saver, right? Also, they feel like that he's going to set her back. And she's had a lot of disagreements with her family over him. But the family's like, this man ain't nothing. Look how long you've been out there. Don't tear up your career. So she's catching flack from friends, family, etc. But she's trying to paint that picture to the family like he is the Ace of Swords. He's good. Uh-huh. You know.
My first card giving money. Now let's just be honest. Here's the thing. Megan has been an actress since she was about what? In Eve's Bayou, she had to be about maybe
I think
9,
before
10.
that, a little bit younger. Like 8.
Yeah, could have been. Megan now has loan money
Mm-hmm.
because I feel her team set her up financially, and she has diverse investments and things of that nature. Now, I'm not saying that Jonathan Major don't have some change,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not Megangood's change because she's been doing this for since she was a young girl, and they've made good investments with her money. She didn't have the type of parents that ran or blew through her money. So basically, Jonathan Major is not picking up any work after the abuse allegation. So we all didn't really care in the relationship
Megan.
as far as financial wise. Megangood.
Mm-hmm. And she's also a producer, director, etc. So you know her money and income is still
She
going
got a
on.
whole bunch of accolades under her belt. But Jonathan Majors only have, I think, I don't even tell you the truth. I don't know who Jonathan Major is, so I don't know. The only movie I heard about was Creed. Is that right?
Yeah, Creed. Right there.
Um,
Yeah, Creed. I was talking to Elsa, the older child.
okay.
All right. So, but caught a case. Now, let me say this. I'm going to say what I'm picking up on caught a case. Now, she better. I don't pick up that he's fully. What's that word? Monogamous. Like he's totally like their relationship is built on monogamy. I don't pick that up. Like it's just them and her. I don't pick that up. So I feel like Megan should protect herself at all times. But with this card, what I'm picking up on is she came in to swoop in when he caught that case. Like she could save him.
Captain Save or somebody.
Right. It's like she didn't like I said, I pick up that those two were talking before that situation happened with him and a prior girlfriend. I can't shake it, and when I can't shake it, I stand on it. And it's almost like he caught that case. That text that came through, I don't know. I feel like it was her.
See, the thing that kind of bothers me about this case, Jonathan Major always seemed like he was with a white woman. YT people. Exactly.
She texted him. She was in communication with him before.
Yeah, they were friends, but let's just be honest. I don't think that at that time when they was friends, um, Jonathan Major wasn't looking with being with a black woman. Because if he did, he would have been with one. His history is with YT women. And he catch something, he catch a case like this, and all of a sudden they want to run back to a black woman. Now I might be wrong, but I doubt that I am on this. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or anything like that, but he came back to his black side after he caught this case with this white woman, and he has a history of only dating white women, and that's what I don't like. Your preference is your preference, but if you was with a white woman, go find you another white woman. Don't drag a sister down. Now, like I said, I could be wrong for this, but let his actions show you. Who did he come back home to once he caught that case with that white girl? He came back to a black woman.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I do not like about this situation. So it makes me feel like he's using her. You know what I'm saying? To come back to the community. I don't know if he lost his black card or not. I don't have anything to do with that. But let the action speak for himself. Look at his past and you tell me who he's been dating, what kind of person he's been dating all these years. And we have all these beautiful black women out here. And he didn't look to one until he caught this case.
Yeah. So go to your next one.
So my next card is played out. I'm pulling on Jonathan more than I'm pulling on Meg. I'm not even pulling on Megan for this right here. Jonathan has played himself out. He done lost so many contracts dealing with the ex-girlfriend. Now nobody don't want to look at him because he's known as a woman beater and an abuser. You know, so his acting career could pretty much be over. It's played out. So you might need to go look in other endeavors because that's just what I'm picking up. What you picking up about it, lady?
The same thing. It's a lot of people who do not want to be in contracts or business with them because they don't want that. First of all, right? Domestic violence. They don't. That tends to bring their value down. And then if you go with that person who's been accused of domestic violence, people are looking at it like, oh, you're saying it's okay that they did X, Y, Z, A, B, C. So I totally agree. I totally agree. So Megan is his safe haven. You know, his little his her pocketbook is his wallet. So the next card I have is always partying. I feel like they do have a good time, but I pick it up is that he has more free time than her, and he has no problem with turning up. But the turning up, so let me tell you, the third and the fourth card go hand in hand. He does not have the money that Megan has. So when he's out there partying, now let me tell you, he's not um regular people broke. He's Hollywood broke. That's what I'm going to say about that. But as long as he keeps Megan around, and like I said, it's a lot of people who like, why are you with this broke ass man? He ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. He beats on women. I pick up like he drinks. And that's when a lot of the situations go down too. I picked that up heavy. When he drinks, it's like the Incredible Hulk. He transforms into another person. But remember, this is a man who's controlling, so it doesn't take but much. I pick up like Ike energy. It's a lot of people that have a problem with him and don't like him because they feel like Megan should be on with a man that's on the same caliber as her.
Right.
He's down here, she's all the way up here. Uh,
She's got what they call it the high echelon.
yes.
So my
And
next
people,
card is ain't shit. Ow. I think you described that beautifully. So we just gonna piggyback on what you said.
mm-hmm.
Everybody is born in Megan. This is not the man. This is not him. You are changing with him. He ain't shit. But when we first discussed this case before we started to do it, didn't you say like her appearance is different
Yes,
now?
she's much thinner. Now Megan always been a nice thin woman, but Megan always had a body. That little Coca-Cola shape. She had her little hips, her arms, but her arms are so small like it it's not a happy fit. I just say it like that.
So is she basically like training to be training, like muscle training?
He said that.
Or do you think it's coming from a stress-induced
Stress.
place?
Stress.
Mm-hmm.
Stress.
Exactly.
Because you gotta look at it like this. Everybody is in her ear. Everybody, especially with the engagement breaking through, it's a lot of people that saying, "What are you doing? Why did you do this? You know that you're worth more."
So much more. You hit the nail on the head with that one.
Well, we're gonna pull out 4 cards for Jay-Z's little brother, Jonathan Majors.
We got a name for everybody.
Listen, that's Jay-Z's little brother. All right, got it.
Let's see what we get.
Jonathan Majors. Energy. Jonathan Majors. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. What the tangled web we weave. This ain't nothing good.
Mm. Okay, baby. What you got?
I got hustling, rejected, karmic friends in the reverse, and bad habits. Drugs, addictions, toxicities.
That don't sound good.
Not
I
at
have
all.
legal issues, court, judge, immigration lawyer, etc. Bank account, fake social media account to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Ignoring and talking shit.
Wow. You remember when I first asked you, did you want to do this reading? And I told you that Jonathan Majors, he doesn't like anybody speaking negative of him. He does not like that. So he watches every single thing that people say. He's one of those people that I pick up when people say negative things or put him in a negative light, it'll be like they said it because you did this, not what he's done.
Right.
He'll
The
project
actions of what he did.
absolutely.
Well, honey, he's not looking too good in the cards these days.
Nah, not over here. So let me tell you now, Jonathan, I got hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it right now. Now with this one, it came on the table in reverse. That's where we told you those doors are not as open as they were once before. People do not now. It is a couple of people that are willing to work with him, but it's like it's a lot
That's
of
low budget like T. What is it? T. Boo.
To be all the freebie, all those places that you could think
The
of.
Hallmark channel.
Right. It's
No,
not
the Hallmark channel is mostly family oriented. We don't want no alleged woman beater to be on that channel. Hallmark, that's what it was.
no. And with it in the reverse, it's more what he's focused on is Megan. If I help her train, I have her looking good in the light, I'll get money in compensation. Like, this is not good at all. This man is a user. He is a user through and through, baby. But a lot of doors have closed. That was he trying. I will say that he is still trying to do roles and keep himself busy, but I'm also picking up that things that he has done and future deals that he's going to get involved with, that has to do with Megan helping him.
Hmm. I would be surprised, like, if she was directing a movie and put him on just as one of the lead actors just for GP,
Uh huh.
like just to get his, get him back, get his feet back wet into the acting field. But my first card is legal issues, court, judge, immigration lawyer. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if it comes out at a later date that he's in court for a new allegation. And it very well could be towards Megan or someone that's close to Megan. Because let's just be honest. It's like you said earlier, Lady Bigo. He's territorial.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're with him, you belong to him. You don't belong to yourself. You don't belong to your family. You don't belong to your friends. You only belong to me, and I control you, and I say what goes in so many words. So I wouldn't be surprised somewhere down the road another legal issue is going to come his way because of his character and how he treats people. So
Okay, I agree. My next card is rejected. Now, since those allegations, once again, we've already gone over this, and look, the cards have come out to. So this man does not like rejection. He does not like rejection, and a lot of doors have been closed. Deals that he had once before, the situation with the domestic violence, a lot of those doors have closed. He is it's like almost you're going to believe her over me. I showed you this. Now, let me tell you, the people that sees Jonathan Major, he shows them one person when he's out in public. And then when he's home and in a private, he shows a whole different side. But after these allegations, people are like, because I see like a little bit irritated type energy, but he tries to hold it in. It was red flags on the field with him for a lot of people. But a lot of people were like, well, maybe because he's going, but with that case, it brought clarity to a lot of people's eyes on certain things that they believe and they thought of him. So now he's being rejected by a lot. People who were friends with him before have actually like stepped back because I can't befriend somebody that's being accused of allegedly knocking your head in between washers and dryers, and then it's photo proof out there.
I agree with that. I agree. My next card is fake account, fake social media account to spy Facebook, Instagram, blah blah blah. This goes back to what you said a few minutes ago, Lady Bigo. He does have fake accounts out there, so people won't know that it's him that's really reading up on what people are saying about him in the entertainment business and things of that nature. So he does have several fake accounts where he go in and he actually defends him on his own self on these he's like, man, I think Jonathan Major is good. I don't believe X, Y, and Z. He has plenty of fake accounts to try to counteract
Was being said.
Image,
He got that cuckoo friend and Ollie. He got that cuckoo friend and Ollie. And listen, actually, we're showing our age with the cuckoo friend and Ollie stuff. It was a cartoon way back. It was actually before our time. Go check it out. It's funny, but cuckoo friend and Ollie is him. So the next card that I have is karmic friends. It's in the reverse. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret, competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Now, with it in the reverse, this is more of you can trust me. I will hold your secrets. But a lot of things also with that in reverse, a lot of things is going to come out. It's not going to come out now, but give it about a year or so. Yeah, give it about a year or so. It's going to be some secrets and allegations coming out. And he always tries, but if he thinks that somebody's looking at him in a negative light, He tries to paint himself, like you said, under third party, but it's really him underneath these comments trying to, go to bed. And I'm not picking up just a little bit of accounts, it's many accounts. Also, what is that called? A manager. He has them looking at publicists. Yes, looking at stuff, writing good things for him. Also, he does not like for people to see him in the neck. That actually boils his pot. But everybody's not going to say good things about you. Everybody's not going to like you. Like, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's all right. It is what it is. So I'm gonna say this: this man is hell bent on trying to change people's perceptions of him. Also, like I said, don't be surprised. I'm not saying right now, but keep your eyes out for a little bit further down that things come out about him. Don't be surprised if you hear things about him that you didn't want to hear. The people who do like him, but it is what it is. You can't, what they say, what don't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse, and whatever's done in the dark always comes to light.
Exactly. Well said. So my next card is ignoring. Um, this can go two ways, and I believe it's going both of these ways. Um, with the mental abuse that can come behind a narcissist or physical abuse, one of the tactics that a lot of these people use is ignoring you. They ignore how you feel, they ignore how you think, and they just ignore you because they know it gets under your skin and it would make you, what's that word? When somebody keep antagonizing you and antagonize you, they don't show that part of the video, they just show you reacting.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
part of this abuse is him ignoring her to get a kick out of her or reaction out of her. And then people will feed on the reaction that she give, but they won't see what he did underlying to make her act that way. So that's one way of ignoring. Another is he wished that he could ignore all the bad things that people are out there saying about him. Mm-hmm. He wished that he could just sweep it under the rug and it's no more. But you can't ignore what's in you. And what's in him is putting his hands on people.
Yep.
Bottom line. So
his ego and his pride, that's what gets in his own way. I pick up ego and pride.
You clocked that. You clocked that. Exactly.
And let me tell you, when that ego and pride start talking, that's when the madman starts coming out. So I have for my last card bad habits, drugs, addictions, etc. So I do pick up that he has a lot of bad habits. And let me tell you, this stuff comes from his childhood. Things that people have said to him, things that he have seen, he holds on. Instead of speaking about it, he has held it in. When he lashes out, it's because he didn't speak about it. He didn't let it out. And what I tell all my people that I work with, listen, you can't hold things in forever because that will harm you. It can possibly kill you. Just like I tell people, write a letter, write a purge letter, and go out to take your shoes off. If you don't have any water, go to a park, go to some water, read that, light it, and let it go. This man is a ball of anger. So let's see. I do see you know, drugs in the past. I'm not sure about right now, so I am going to check. Jonathan Majors. Yeah, that's a yes. He does indulge. I'm gonna put it to you like this. He does indulge in Hollywood festivities and drugs. He does do that. He likes that. Yeah, he does do that. Let me tell you, if that does come out, don't be surprised if it doesn't come out. He's going to feel like whoever spoke on it is backstabbing him, like they're betraying him, and you don't know what you're talking about. Also, when certain things come out, not right now, like I said, probably in about a year or so, It's like they're trying to ruin me. They're trying to collapse me and break me down. But a lot of his actions also do come from the bad habits and his vices that he uses. Because I had to word that correctly. But I will say this. Poison Ivy is saying it. Yes, he does indulge. He does the Hollywood indulgence, but when he does indulge in certain things, it brings out the bad in him. Also, with uh, these indulgence, it brings out the vicious, nasty person even more. That person that he needs to keep inside and not ever let that person out.
Yeah. So, actually, I have two cards left, and the reason being is because I just wanted to check under the deck,
Okay.
before we come out of this set of cards.
Let me see.
But my last card is talking shit. It's so much shit that's being said
That was at the
in
bottom.
Hollywood, right? Okay, yep. That's being said right now. People are saying that Jonathan Majors don't deserve Megangood. A lot of Megangood fans telling her that she can do way, way better. So it's a lot of chatter and a lot of shit talking up in Hollywood, or Hollywood, like we want to call it. That's really against this relationship, because they can see that Megan deserves, um
Better.
you might as well say better.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And then the last card that I pulled that was under the deck, spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, your light, magic, and power. Megangood, in a lot of ways, Megangood in a lot of ways is light. She's a light person. And I believe that she believes in her spirituality, her higher power, and she knows the power that she has within herself. And he's going to stifle that.
I believe that.
Light workers, you understand, dark energy hates you. They want to consume you, spiritually hating on you. So I thought that this card was important, because I feel that that's what he's doing on her. If he can't dominate her physically, he will try to dominate her spiritually. And this is just a fair warning. Protect your light, protect your energy, and protect your peace at all times, because we have people out there that's spiritual haters, and they will take it from you.
Yeah. All right, we have this deck. This is the what's the name of this one? I can't remember it right now.
Love and message cards with meaning.
All right, so we're gonna pull on the relationship, and then we'll go to see if they will make it to the chapel. Got it. Cleanings. I want to set off the fire alarm. All right, Megangood and Jonathan Majors relationship. Jonathan.
Oh shit.
Oh, all right. I have. I'll pull one more six. All right, I got six. I'm gonna start. I have not enough, the chaser, engagement ring in reverse, coffin, grounding, and blowing a kiss.
Okay, so you said six, right?
Yes.
So I have blowing kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving fairies and love, affection, return. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, talking. Old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stands, dreams alone. Death, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow, no second chances, grow and transform what dead is dead. And the last one is pictures. Looking at pictures, missing you nostalgia, making new memories.
All right, so my first card says not enough. Lacking confidence, self sabotage, ego and fear, and frustrations. Um, he does feel like it's a lot of people that don't feel like he's enough for Megan, right? Also, his ego, like I already said in the other cards, it gets in his way. It's a lot of people who do not like this relationship and does not want her to be in this relationship. I'm also picking up Megan's energy. A lot of people say that he's not enough for me, but it's like he makes me full, he makes me whole, he completes me. She also gets frustrated when people doubt their relationship and doubt the love that they have for one another or doubt the way that he is or try to perceive him in a certain type of way. In her eyes, she doesn't see that.
That's right. That's right. So my first card is blowing kisses, unconditional love, giving, receiving, fairness, and love and affection return. This goes two ways. In the beginning of their relationship, the honeymoon stage, of course he love bombs her, you know, over affectionate, over loving. This is, and then this is also what Megan wants in a person. She wants that unconditional love given, and she's going to return it to you. And it's going to be a fairness, and it's going to be the love of the affection that she's going to return to you. But I don't feel that this is what we have in her case with this particular man, Jonathan Majors. Um, he's anything but. Now, at first, like I said, of course he love bombed her, and this is what she thought that she had, what she's thinking that she have in him, but it's not there. She would never get that unconditional love because it seems like he came into the situation with conditions in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the conditions is, and I feel you cannot bring up the fact that I've only dated white women or I want you to look a certain way or something like that. When he came into the deal, it was with conditions, and it was conditions of writing off her because she's a black woman, and writing off the fact that he's dated nothing but white women, and now that he's in trouble, he wants to come back to a black person.
Yeah.
But this unconditional love, this is what Megan wants. This is how she wants to feel, and who wouldn't want to feel like this in a relationship? So
I'm going to say that we totally agree because we both had blowing kisses. So we both picked that card. So what I'm going to say is what I'm gonna say is I that goes hand in hand. I couldn't have said it better. So I knocked two birds out with your stone.
okay, so my next class, not my next class. I'm sorry. My next card is sunglasses. Watching, looking, perception, stalking. Um, this goes two ways too. Because Jonathan Major is stalking his own social media pages, seeing what people are writing about him, watch what people are saying about him, and the perception that people have of them. Because let's be real, the truth can be out there, but it really determines on somebody's perception of you or said situation that's going to hold more weight in the end than any truth or lie that you can tell. It's how people perceive you or how people perceive you or whatnot. And this also goes to Megangood. He's watching her social media too. He's all up in the comments, and I feel that he gets very jealous when people say good things about Megan. It goes back to that spiritual thief. That I forgot what the card was. Spiritual thief.
Yeah.
Spiritual hater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It goes back to that. He's a hater in the perception of a woman. Let's put it like that. And a lot of men are jealous of their woman, and I can feel this coming from him. So he's watching everything. He's watching what's being said about him, what's being said about Megan, and what is being said about his career and him and Megan together as a whole. So, and he's doing it under the guise of being somebody else.
Absolutely. Listen, see, but I love having grown kids. I do.
I did. I wish mine were grown, honey. I wish.
Listen.
Mine have a long way to go to be grown.
Well,
well, not really. My oldest is 9, so. So I'll go ahead and go on since
go
you
ahead,
know
Mama.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next card is old school. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over your head. This right here, Jonathan Major is that old school type of man. I'm the man in this relationship. What I said go. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be submissive. You know, all of that. He has that old school type of thinking. You shouldn't be working. You should. I'm supposed to take control of everything. You stay at home and raise kids. Type of issue that I'm getting of him. But Megan also um have attributes of old school kind of thinking or whatever. She wouldn't mind being that. She don't mind being that submissive woman. She don't mind sitting back and letting a man take charge. But where I think the disconnect goes is that in order for you, and this is for anybody, any woman, if you if your significant other wants you to be submissive, he has to have a plan, goals, and directions to take your relationship. You can't be submissive to somebody that you don't know which direction you're going, because he could be leading you off a cliff.
Absolutely.
And you don't know what direction you're going. So he has that old school thinking, and like I said, Megan do to a certain extent. But I think that she realized that if this man wants to lead and wants me to be submissive, he has to have a plan, because I'm not going to fall off this mountain with you.
I agree.
So yeah.
All right, so I have the chaser. I feel like I I pick up that he did chase her, but it wasn't like a hard chase. It was more of she knew what was going on and she found like she got like that giggly type of kid type energy, right? This man does have codependencies also because with with the chaser, it's he has a codependency because she can get him places where he can't get. So he needs her to open up them doors, unlock them locks. He does have a fear of abandonment, but the fear of abandonment I pick up comes from childhood. People have abandoned this man in his childhood. He does not like that. Don't walk away from him because that angers him more than anything. The To say you just go and leave him at the drop of the hat will bring the wrath of Khan on top of your head. Okay? Now with the engagement ring, I got engagement ring and it's in the reverse. Now didn't we say engagement ring means higher commitment, eternity, partnership, union? This is not going to be a long haul with this. It's not going to be. I don't even know, but we could check. Penelope, you got your regular tarot out, so we could check into that now because it'll kill 8 birds in one stone. With this engagement ring, will they make it? Will they make it to get married? Will Megan and Jonathan make it to the chapel? Will Jonathan?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because my next card is key on a ring.
Now, let me say something. I have the Seven of Wands and a Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's a yes and a no.
How about I pull yes and no also?
But this, look, so with the yes, that's her standing her ground with the Seven of Wands, right? That's her fighting for her love. Her, I'm not going to do this because you want me to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, right? It's like maintaining control, being assertive, fighting for what she feels is right. And she's saying, I love this man with everything. On the Page of Pentacles, This is the family and all the naysayers that's going to try to talk her back. And it's going on, let me tell you, before we knew, the public knew, other people already knew about it. So it's the people who knew about it before the public knew about it was already in her ear. Now you have fans and other people that she's worked with who did not know about it are now saying, listen, you could do better than this. You do not need to. Why are you marrying him? You just got out of a marriage, Megan. You don't need to get, you need to heal. You jumped into this. It's so many things that's running in my brain right now. She's on mental overload since she announced, and I'm picking up like she wished she never announced that engagement. She and it's another thing. It was not on her IG last week that she was. Somebody who's happy about their engagement is posted all over the place. When before I married my husband, that was all over the place. Everybody knew that it was good, but a lot of people waited for that moment. So a woman is happy about their engagement because listen, you about to live your little girl dreams. Every little girl wants to get married. You know, we're taught that as little people. So I feel like she's hell bent on him, and my ears are ringing. She's hell bent on being with him, but she also knows it's not a good decision. But she
She
doesn't
don't
want.
want to she don't want to come to the conclusion that the relationship is not going to be. She wants to prove everybody wrong that's in her ear saying, look, you need to go in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to prove them wrong that their relationship can last throughout the test of time, but it's not going to.
Well, at let me tell you something. Also, let me say this. With the Page of Pentacles, a lot of people look at that he has money problems. He does not carry the weight that she carries. They also feel like he doesn't appreciate her as, as much as he should because she backed him in a time that a lot of people didn't want to back him, and a lot of people, stood behind, like in the crowds, like I don't want no parts of that. A lot of people feel like with this situation that Jonathan Majors is very bad mood. This is business partner, family, friends, etc. So she got the whole weight of the world all over the place. But like I said, I feel like I wish I never put that out there that we were getting engaged because it's too much. It's a lot. Now this part I feel for her. Now because that's her happy moment.
And then I have my yes no on one card, and it's on the lovers card.
Wow.
So I think it would be a yes for her, but it's also a no too because I'm feeling that she's setting boundaries and she hasn't already. She's going to start to set boundaries and things that she will accept and won't accept in this relationship. So the ball, what she's going to eventually try to do is put the ball in his court. It's either you're going to come to terms, we're going to come to these boundaries, or I'm not going to have a choice but to try to pull myself from this situation. Will he try to stop that? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all going to be on Megan being aware of herself and being aware of what she's dealing with this person, being aware of what her true family and her true friends are telling her, what they already see that she can't see because she's in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
We tend not to see what's going on in our relationships, and we are in the thick of it. But people looking from the outside, looking in, can tell you better what's going on through perception. I had perception on one of these cards, and so eventually, and I'm hoping that this is right. She's going to put that ball in his court, like, here, either you gonna do X, Y, and Z, or you're not. I'm not gonna force you to do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and kick rocks myself and let you do what you gonna do. So, and it's on the lovers card. So I hope this is showing that it's going to be some boundaries. And I have the Ace of Swords also with that, which shows that she's going to have a lot of clarity and a lot of self-awareness of what she's feeling, what's going on in her emotions and all of that. Yeah. You know, so it's a yes, no for me.
Now look, I have the coffin. And the coffin represents a new beginning. What's their new beginning? The engagement. People do not like it. Um, Reborn, transition. I just got out of divorce. Now she's transitioning to a new relationship, right? With a new man. And it's a lot of people that want to see that relationship inside a coffin. They want it buried, they want it over. And she's hell bent on proving people wrong. She A lot of people with the coffin, it also comes with tragic endings, which is the energy that I'm picking up. Is people feel like she's going to have her head knocked in between washers and dryers. It's a lot of people that don't trust him. He has displayed a lot of certain things that they have seen while he was on set or at parties, and they just don't like it, and they feel like she deserves better. It's a lot of people that's trying to sabotage this engagement before she even makes it to the chapel. So right now, she's in limbo. Yes, no. Yes, no. Now him, he's full on. Let's get it.
He's with it. A motive. It's not unconditional love. It's conditions about behind what he wants to do. So
yeah,
that's what I'm getting. So I have key honoring many options, unconditional, one night stands, striving alone. Let's just be real. Megangood, she's a hottie, and I'm not even on that type, but she's a hottie. She has many options. Many people want to be with her, both male and female. But it's something about her being in the midst of this type of relationship that she doesn't see that in herself no more. She doesn't see herself as being so desirable anymore because this man is breaking down her spirit, if you ask me. But that's just me. Plenty of options. And then the sad case about it is plenty of options out there for Jonathan Good, if that's the type of relationship that you want to be in. Because what you told me the other day, Lady Vigo, what the old lady say, if he don't beat on me, that means he don't love me.
No, if he beats on me, he loves me.
Oh yeah, okay, that right there. So if there are women out there that really think like that want their head to be out between the washer and the dryer. So both of them have choices, but Megan has so many choices. This man right here should have never been a choice.
No.
Like, not from her, it shouldn't have been.
Like I said, my heart goes out to her because it's a lot of people who are in her ear who are very, very upset. Fans, family, uh, work people who work with her on the side. And it's like, I feel like, no, Carter, give me a break. She just wants a break like everybody. Let me show you that he's better than what you see. Let me show you he is not that person, but he actually is my baby. You can't.
He's that person.
Yeah, you cannot change the makeup of what somebody is, their mold, their archetype. It is what it is. And he's very selfish, arrogant, and he has pride, egos, and a lot of trauma. And don't leave that man hanging because you're really going to be in trouble. All right, you want to say anything to close this out, Mama?
Let's close it out.
All right, my loves. You already know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, smash that thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, we ask you to please and thank you. Also, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged, and metaphysical science cannot be proven as of yet. I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday tomorrow with your family, and please be safe while you're out there. Again, while I had put my disclaimer out there to my babies. Listen, my ear is always open. Never be afraid to hit that email because it's always a way out and you are better than that. So, with that said, I never say goodbye. I always say see you later. And if you want my email, again, it's bigotero921@gmail.com. All right, my love bugs. We will see you soon.